Are you insecure? Do you find it difficult to receive compliments? Do you cringe when people tell you you're beautiful, you're handsome, you're talented, you're so special, you're amazing? Do you think they're just telling you that just so that way they can come off nice and you just kind of let them kind of do this lie or play this role? Well, I want to tell you something because my message is about communicating to you that you are more than anything you possibly could imagine. And if you follow me, you know exactly what it is that I share with you, that you are the God of your universe. You are the creator of everything that you experience. Now, I get a lot of backlash for saying these things because there are a lot of people who simply cannot handle simple compliments. So why and how would they be able to handle something like that? Right? Because this is the pinnacle, the highest level of compliment one can have. And so when we live in a world where many of us are insecure and we feel like we're just not even good enough as a human being, how can you then become compared to God or godliness or divinity or this idea of perfection, right? Well, here's the thing. Perfection has a very interesting and weird meaning to different people. But we think perfection is something that is something that is flawless and has no flaws whatsoever, has no, scratches or blemishes, but it's just absolute. What you don't understand, though, is that you are that for yourself. You are that in being yourself. When you are completely authentic, when you are completely connected with who you are to the core, your consciousness, then you are perfect. You are perfectly you. And this is what I want you to understand. When you are perfectly you, you are connected with the godliness of yourself. You are connected with that God consciousness. You are connected with all that is. So recognize that, yes, there's going to be some resistance. There's going to be something that is triggered by the idea of me telling you that you are the God of your universe. But what I want you to recognize as well is that there is also a part of you that receives that acknowledges that understands it, that hears it, because it is true. It is a fact that everything that you experience is a projection, is a perspective, is created by your consciousness. And even though, yes, I may still have an experience, may still have a universe, a world that I am able to experience if you are not here, if you pass away, if you move on to the next phase of life, whatever that is, it doesn't negate the fact that your existence is pure, is valid, is set in stone, it is true, it is all that is for you. Now, we do share a shared, right, universe or reality. But within that shared universe or reality, our own perspectives dictates how that universe or reality is expressed, lives out, is going to be experienced. That is the part of you that is God creating your universe. Now, yeah, you can look at all the little inadequacies, the insecurities that you have, and you can, break those down and understand that they're not real, right? They're just figments of your ego created based on comparisons, based on these ideas of looking at other people and thinking that they have it all together and you don't. All these different layers of stories that really have no real significance. But when you get down to getting rid of all those things, when you really get to controlling, managing your ego in a very healthy way, you realize that your consciousness, once your consciousness is in the lead, you recognize this oneness of all things. You recognize the stories that have no real weight, no real power, because now you're being led with consciousness, right? So when you have your ego in its place Everything that the ego creates, all the delusions, all the stories are just that. They are delusions and stories. You recognize that they aren't real. But you must be led by consciousness in order to do that. So me supporting you and telling you who you truly are is with the intention of helping you to come into understanding of recognizing and living the life you want to live, right? Having the experience you want to have while we are here in this realm on this planet Earth. So what I want you to do, really, what this is really about, is acknowledging the resistance, acknowledging that it may be hard for you to hear what it is that I'm sharing with you. Because as soon as you recognize that there is resistance, then it begins to break down that resistance. As soon as you recognize a thing that is causing you problems, it begins to take away the power of that thing. Because now you are putting yourself in a position to move forward and move beyond it. So understand that recognizing that me telling you that you are the God of your universe, recognizing that trigger of inadequacy, of insecurity, of feeling not good enough, period, right, is going to diminish all of that. Because now you're feeding the seed, right, that is within you that knows the truth. And the more you hear this truth, the more you receive it in your subconscious mind, the more you take away the old programmings, the paradigms that don't serve you, and you begin to replace them with a paradigm of understanding that you are infinite. You are pure potentiality waiting to express itself. And once you own this fact, everything and anything that you imagine, anything that you desire, any idea that you have, any passion that you want to go after is yours. It's just simply a matter of recognizing who you are. So acknowledge the insecurities, acknowledge the trigger, acknowledge the resistance. And then once you do that, it begins to send you on the path of dismantling, dissolving all of those, insecurities, all those inadequacies, and letting go of your fears, your doubts within yourself. And then you begin to plant that seed of recognizing that you can do literally anything. Thank you so much for listening. Feel free to go to drabundant.com and subscribe, but also download this ebook, The Power of Now. Once you subscribe, you will get instant access to this ebook. Thank you so much, and continue to join me on this journey. Peace and abundance always.